Welcome to the IT advisory for printers in this help desk course. Now, first of all, why printers? If you go to any help desk related title jobs around you, they may ask you something about printers, like basic things. Do you know about printers? Can you do a basic troubleshooting on printers? Can you set up a network IP address on a printer, printer drivers and things like that? This may be your job to kind of go and take that first call about that printer. Now, in most cases, if you're working for a big company, they usually have network printers, and they're really expensive printers, and they come with its services, and they have their own printer specialist, and most of the time they will call them for something big. But just for changing colors and getting an IP address and getting information, adding a printer to a computer, or maybe adding a network printer to a server, this will be your job. So to get started, now, where do you learn this kind of stuff? First of all, you are in this course and you have some really cool videos right here from professormesser.com, explanation of different printers, and that's kind of like a little bit theory behind it, and then and what it is and how many different types of printers do we have. And then you have a real world example of a network printer in a convention where I kind of added a printer to a computer through an IP address and things like that. And then you have a different real world scenario where there was an issue with the scanning, and then I fixed that. To practice printers in your premium access, you need to go to lab CompTIA A+. Now in A+, you have one section right here where you can just kind of start learning on the virtual printer, which is understand the virtual printers. Now this is a different type of printing than a normal printing, because a lot of people may ask you, can I print this file to a PDF or stuff like that. So it's a little unrelated, but still this is a good lab. Then if you go back to your labs and get to the essential and practical application, if you click on it, then you have few options right here. Number one, if you click on system utilities, you can see print management right here. Take that lab, and that will be a good lab to start with. Then you have Windows troubleshooting and diagnosis, troubleshooting printing errors. It's a really good lab also. Then if you go down, then you have troubleshooting, repair and maintenance. You have here installing a printer. That's another good lab for you. And if you go down to the server side of it, if you go all the way down to the MCSA lab, this is installing and configuring Windows Server. If you come all the way down, it says configure print and document services. Now this is a full lab, and most of the time this will be done by a systems administrator, but you may be also in a job where you may be able to configure this stuff. But it's good to configure it, because then you know how this is configured on the server level. When you start working, usually this stuff is done for you, so you don't get a chance to look at it from the scratch. Now you have chance over here to configure everything on this server and then play around, get some drivers, reset the pools, add a new printer, as you can see right there, configure enterprise print management. It's a pretty advanced lab right here. So all from A+ to here, this is going to give you a really good experience by watching the real world scenarios and then doing it hands-on. You should be able to answer any questions related to printer at the help desk level. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a different advisory video.